should be before you initiate the roll. It still worked, but you just sacrifices some of the horsepower, the body rotation. Nice. Good. There we go.
That's like all hip. So I'm shooting this hip through.
Yep.
And letting go at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Nice. See how even his wizard fell out just a little bit, but you caught enough of the elbow to get through the sweep? That was good.
Yeah, the head position's really good right there.
Just keep circling until you get it. Sometimes it'll take like 15 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, you never want to do a move like this like half-assed. Like, oh fuck the pants grip. I'll just twist his body up and then sweep him because it doesn't work. Sometimes it does, but
Follow through.
alright.
Let me try that. So you would be gripping my pants. I'd break that grip. The underhook. This way. And then you got the wizards coming up. And then front head or something. No, you don't get the front head.
Yeah, head position. You just keep head position.
I got space. Kind of come this way. Nice. Sweet.
You don't like jump with it. I'm all like,
What? Yeah. It's good to do it, be able to do it slow.
yeah, I feel that.
Try to do it a little bit slow.
Definitely. I'm trying to like really feel like where the,
Yeah.
the force is coming from.
Yeah. You'll be able to feel it. Now with it. Come out. Yeah, so like start walking your feet around a little bit. So yeah, walk your feet like close to me. Almost like you're like going on like your knee.
Okay.
You know how like you sprawl out?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually when you do it, sprawl out on me slow. And just try to like do it like slow. So sprawl out. Yeah, so you're pulling me over as you get your hips doing that work. You know what I mean? And then turn me like this.
Yep, that's a good detail. Like walk like
Yeah.
clockwise or counterclockwise
You gotta turn with it.
in a circle. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta kind of like step.
Step.
Yeah. Nice.
Let me do it slow and jack real quick so you can see that. That was just here the whole time. You wizards? Nice. So I got this pants. Going here.
Yeah, see, he's pulling me over and it's like a small little area that I have to base out on.
And you saw what I did with my legs when his body was on top of me, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you will get that like that X-Pass type of movement to turn his body, but
Yeah. You can even do this when someone gets sloppy on top and side control.
Mhm.
It's nice.
yeah, if they have a good base, you're gonna have to walk in that circle a little bit. Just do it one more time. Have him stop on purpose while he's on top of you, and just finish the sweep with that walking movement.
Mm-hmm. Oh, slide out a tiny bit slow. And now turn. Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
And
Yeah.
dump me that way. You know, you finish a fireman's carry just by like pulling. You're kind of just like dumping me that way. Nice. That's sick. Yeah, it's a good reversal from like a lot of spots. Just go back to Neo Belly on me. It's the same exact little idea about walking. And if the guy gets like sloppy with it, it's like you get here, you kind of get his weight to where you start walking this way, like this hip grip will do the same idea. And like in top side, it's the same exact idea. If they get sloppy with it, which only like silly guys do sometimes.
Yeah.
Like white mouth movements. That guy with it.
No, I see like black belts hit that shit too on other black belts.
Yeah, facts. Well, their positioning will just be so nice.
Yeah.
And they just know exactly how small they need to move their hips.
Mhm.
If they have that hip grip, you can just yoss people to the side.
I'd probably be terrified if another white belt tried to do knee on belly on me. Just being like the size I am.
Yeah.
I have like my this shit right here, whatever bone this is, it's sore as hell all the time.
Like the first month I was there, I felt like my rib popped a little bit when I was rolling with Chris.
Brokens.
Yeah.
I never had that happen. I never had a rib like pop or anything like
It
that.
was just like a small movement, and then I woke up the next day like sore as fuck.
Mm.
Sore as fuck.
There's a lot of positions that you walk like that from. Like shimmy, 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 like those sumo gages that I've been doing, you have this shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Mhm.
Just like a basic butterfly. But when you do it, you gotta like, you can't just come up. You gotta be like, kind of have contact everywhere.
Makes
So-
sense. I mean, that's just like walking your fingers and you're trying to do like an arm triangle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thought process.
We're probably not gonna review this stuff like I normally would at like the end of a private, like because you know it got recorded, so it's more for other
Which should be
shit.
better.
And as far as butterfly, I think that should be good for today for butterfly. So is there a second position you wanted to work? Another series
Nice.
40
minutes.
or start recording when we do something else.
Huh?
Start recording when we do the next position or something.
Word. I can just chop them up.
Oh,
Or yeah,
shit.
just pause it or something.
Can we work on like I know we worked a little bit on like hip bump sweep. How do you feel about like scissor sweeps and like I know like now it's kind of like a questionable position for someone my size.
I hit them, but the thing with scissor sweeps is, some people just are really great scissor sweepers.
Yeah, they catch people lacking.
Yeah, and the reason I'm not like the biggest scissor sweep fan is because I don't have much offense if somebody blocks it. Your legs are kind of in that
Yeah.
in that
like,
position,
taking
in front of their
your lower
chest. So it's something that you have to practice a lot. And there's no getting around having to practice it a ton. But I wouldn't say it's a bad sweep at all. I think scissor sweeps are great. And I hit them on people. They're kind of tired. They don't care about their posture anymore. And I'm kind of tired too. So the scissor sweep is really easy. A big detail on it is the sleeve though.
Yeah.
You gotta yank that sleeve. I mean, it's just like in judo, you know. You can stand up. I'm not gonna foot sweep Jack just by going like this, right?
No.
If I want to foot sweep Jack, I need to turn his upper body too.
Okay.
Turn his upper body, check the foot, and then the upper body does most of the sweep, right? So same thing with the scissor sweep. Everyone thinks this is the scissor sweep. Just like a takedown in judo, the lower body is not most of it. It is what you do to the upper body. I just touched on a couple of those details with you if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I'd imagine a lot of people have trouble with scissor sweep. They try it a couple times and give up on it. Like, fuck this shit. It's stupid. It's a white belt move. I like cross collar. Some people like same side. Well, what you want to do though before you start to situate your legs is break the grips like we've been doing. You know, the past couple times. So if he has the belt, look, I get fingers in. Same thing. Feet on the mat, and then you pick which one you want. Before, so this hand I'm grabbing already, right? Before Jack goes and grabs my belt again, I want this knee here, okay? Even if he does grab the belt, if I do it before, he's gonna block it with his elbow every time I try, like that. I'm not gonna be able to get it. So it's important that after we break the grips, we grip one sleeve, put on the mat, and now I put this shield here. If he backs out, we go to something else. But if he's persistent on passing my guard and stays here, this is great. I got this nice neutral height, I guess, collar grip. It's like right in line with his shoulder or armpit. You don't want to go too high because then that starts to mess with how well you turn his body and get his upper body out of the equation. So you don't want to make it obvious and put it right here right away. He's just gonna start cutting over that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to keep it tight to my hip, or tight to his hip, this leg right here. When I'm ready, I'm gonna scoop out a little bit. I'm basing with my elbow to make it easier, and I'm gonna bring him over top of me. Not diagonal, because that's gonna be too hard. You know, look where my arms are. I don't have the strength to push him diagonally this way. So I just want him over top of me here. My left knee is gonna feel a little crunched up, but you see what happened here? Not a lot of his weight is on his knee anymore. It's it transferred from his knee to over top of me. So, we're just gonna make this as straight as we can. Have this up by your ear. Finish the sweep this way. And when I finish the scissor sweep, I keep this sleeve here until I can take him out.
That was like 0 effort. That was sweet.
One more time. It might sound boring, but you know, these are the details.
Yeah,
This is the
that'll
shit I
make-
want to hit when I roll.
This is how Bruno teaches his too. He brings the guy in.
Oh really?
Yeah, as opposed to like.
Have you ever seen anyone do that for their grip break?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this guy Lloyd. I wonder where black belts. He taught me that a long time ago.
I've seen people do complicated shit. From here. Yes. Yes.
Don't. This shit's stupid, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like,
And then they do it over their head, and then they go like this.
What?
dude, that's like rubber guard for the gi. That's how low.
Yeah.
That's how.
Rubber guard for the gi.
That's like how low percentage is.
That's
Yeah, gubber guard.
hilarious.
That's a thing. Gubber guard's a
I
thing.
think it's when you grab this, and then you take this hand, and you go like around, and you go over. Yeah. And then you just break the grip.
No, it's here.
Yes, wherever I forget, and then you swim this hand in, and then get the overhook, and then that's how you break the grip.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
that-
talking about.
That's just so much. Like you have to.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and at that point, I mean,
It's just like, why Brazilian dude who taught me this?
Fucking break the grip. Think about like traditional judo, the upper body, and just
Uh-huh.
sweep them, dude.
Yeah, it's funny.
Both feet on the mat. Sometimes, and like I said earlier, you're gonna get good at this, and you're gonna be able to pop your hips up with your guard closed. But just for now, you're not sacrificing too much when you put your feet on the mat and you still have your knees pinched. Okay.
Mhm.
So take that up. Have this one, and bring this in. Now I can let go of that grip because it's not a problem for me getting my scissor sweep position anymore. Neutral height collar grip. Base up on my elbow a little bit. That's just so I have some room to drag him. We see where his arm is, and I felt that weight come off his knee. So now it's nothing entirely technical. Just keep your leg flat. Do that scissor sweep motion. I take an underhook. You can hook the head if you want. Take him out.
yeah, that's like a pretty. I mean, when I'm in mount, I'm always like this, so
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah, sick.
Sometimes I hook the head, and they'll actually use the arm that I went to underhook to push me off and back down to earth. That's why I would prefer an underhook. Maybe it's because I'm small and I'm just a
Spin this way a
nerd.
little bit so you can see it on film.
Yes, good idea. So here, grabbing this.
Short power, put that knee in front.
Yep.
Nice. Like pulling in with it. Nice.
Now, to get him forward, base up on your elbow and then drag the arm back again. Good. But above, you want it to end up by your face, not your armpit.
Okay, so
It's gonna feel awkward. Yeah, like that. Now when you go to sweep and you flatten your right leg, you should go right over if you keep tension on that collar. How'd that feel?
I felt exactly like you did.
Nice.
sick.
And also you don't wanna drag his arm by your armpit because it's just that much closer to the mat. He can base still.
And this is like a situational thing. This is a really good one to hit. And the guy's like lacking it. Like trying it on a guy who's dead set in closed guard is so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
So like don't get discouraged if like you're in closed guard and you shrimp out. It's like okay, white belt sweep. You know what I mean? They're gonna see it coming. You know what I mean?
I've seen some dudes like hit triangles for like basing or baiting like the scissor.
And they do
you have
triangles
that, you have
pretty,
that
pretty
knee up,
similarly.
and you have that arm trapped.
Mm-hmm.
He makes people base all the time and get
That's why I like
triangles.
with the
That's
hip
awesome.
bump too. Is like I feel like the hip bump and the scissor, if they fail, like you can sometimes try to get like a triangle.
Kimuras are great from failed hip bumps.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
on that
that's it.
same side.
Snap down a guillotine.
Yeah, cause like I don't know. I like sweeps. Like I think that's like real interesting to me. Just like being able to fucking toss them
I mean, it's the ultimate
position.
self-defense move.
Yeah.
Double legging someone on concrete and then elbowing him in the face. That's not really self-defense. That's like an attack.
Yeah.
If someone catches you off guard, they're in your guard. They're trying to punch you. You're defending yourself by sweeping them and getting on top. So it's really
exactly.
important to know.
Yeah, that's why I like. Everyone's like, oh, like you gonna fight someone? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna fight someone.
No.
Nah, but if they fight me,
Yeah, but it's
I
like-
know what to do.
Exactly. I'm like, I know how to maintain distance.
This is martial arts.
Everyone's like, oh, you do better in a fight than in a strike. And I'm like, I don't want to fight someone.
Yeah, they shut up, dude. Only if you're not allowed to punch.
I'm just like, I don't know. I do this shit for like, fun, self-defense.
So I'm actually a fan of keeping the knee a little bit more broken than that.
This knee?
Yeah, because if it's in his chest, like higher up, like it was, you're helping him base back.
Okay, keep better posture.
This kind of encourages him to smash you, right? And if he goes to smash you, he's giving up his own posture.
He's just doing what I want to do.
Exactly. When if you have it high up on the chest, you're
You felt
encouraging him to back out.
Yeah, and I feel like even like that, like you're already fucking there.
Yeah.
And I try to do that cross collar. People get real tight with those cross collar shit. Shit's sick. Watching like Audrey Gracie,
Yeah.
just like cross collar people.
You ever hit cross collar jokes? Like,
No.
I was telling Jack. The one that I like half guard. And if I for some reason have one grip and they go to pass the other side, it's almost like a baseball bat joke in the sense that you're baiting them to pass. So he goes to pass, right?
I love that.
And his shoulder material is exposed, and I'm just gonna bring him back to my chest.
That's sick.
It's like the only one that I go for is close guard, and I don't know, it's just hard for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I end up in that position a lot though. Like everybody
It's
puts
so
in
fun
half.
to just slap it on.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope.
I know, and when you hit it, it's like
Even
you feel like a black belt.
even in like a position like this, like you just like you're just like rolling or something, you're just like moving around or something, and then you're just like yeah, and you just kind of like just dude, he might pass or something, but like even if it's like now we're working, and now you know what I mean, like the way you defended.
Yeah. No, that
Slap
slap
it
was
on.
like a sick like frame too.
Yeah, when you had the cross collar is a really good guard to use for guard retention.
I mean, if someone's habit is backing out of an attack like that, you let them back out, and then you have one hand across the collar. That's your collar drag right there too.
Yeah.
And it sucks sometimes teaching white belts. You show them something, and they're like, "Oh, none of this shit works," but it's because they haven't learned to like read patterns yet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's 100% to read patterns.
And
Like when I roll with like Roman, like I roll with Roman a lot. So I roll with Roman, I'm like half a belt higher in like my ability to do things because I just like know how he rolls.
I used to blank out. It's funny right now, even like doing like a position that you showed step for step. I go back to that mindset where it's like, remember when you were showing positions step by step, and the professor wasn't doing a great job of showing you what you're really supposed to do. He's just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to this whole sweep, and you're just like going to start it and you're blank.
Yeah.
It's like don't focus on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like these are all like ideas. Like the main things behind it is what's important.
And Jeff's pretty good with that, I think. Like he'll come over if you're not getting something. He's like, alright, well move your leg here.
Yeah.
And you do it, and it's
Yeah.
just like completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good teacher. I've never asked him a question and he's like, "Oh, I don't know, I just do it that way." Like, he's always got a reason.
If you're in closed guard and somebody knows you're about to cross collar them and you try to cross collar, it's probably not gonna work.
Yeah.
So like you just like set it up, do something else.
It's like chess.
Yeah.
Even
100%.
chess.
I still do that, this defense for cross collar to this day.
Yeah.
Granted, it's on like, white and blue belts because that's all they know, but that's what you have to do.
I love when people like take my back because I'm so small. Everybody has like the hardest time.
We did like over 2 hours, not 2 hours, maybe like an hour of backgrounds since he's been here,
Hell yeah.
escaping and trying to escape and submit.
Let me try something on you real quick.
From where?
Just close guard. Like I'll like kind of like do it, your hip bump or whatever, like boom. And you just kind of come up, but like I don't get it or something. You just come out and just like being aggressive like that. Like doing the same thing you showed. And sliding in. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to try and incorporate more hip bump sweeps then.
Yeah.
Because that's like.
Because that works with it, right? It's a sick little chain.
That's what I want. I want like a few moves that I know like
Jam the head?
different branches.
Like I'm like coming back into you, and you like just like technical stand up really quick. Yeah, and then you just like shove his head down. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I would do some shit like that. We'll try it again. We'll do that.
You would do so. Yeah, exactly. And just bring it
Take
down.
the single.
Yeah.
Dude, 95% of the time when I see Eric like flow rolling with somebody, he's like standing, passing their guard, and just like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, what
You
the fuck
compete how
are
you
doing,
train, and the rule sets you train, and you want to pass, and you want to get that shit solidified.
I feel that.
The first move I ever learned to help me, like, to get that idea in my head that, you know, that's jujitsu, that's how I should be moving, is this triangle from, like, knee on belly. I was like a white belt, one straight white belt over here. Yeah, they're doing that, so you're gonna break the elbow down, grab the belt, you don't have one. I'm gonna switch here to like reverse knee on belly, knee on chest. I'm gonna block the arm. That collect it. And I just would do that move so much, and then that evolved into, okay, that move didn't work. I gotta go here and do it on the other side, you know?
It's a drill in itself.
That's sick. That's definitely sick.
And the knee on belly thing, like they turn in, just take the back
Yeah. Oh yeah,
100
the
million times.
top spin, people
Yeah.
call it. We both have cool like match footage of us doing like some sick top
Yeah,
spins.
all that stuff. Show one more thing, just right here. The way that Gordon's been doing it, he just kind of like throws the knee in the opposite side and keeps his elbow like you did.
Mhm.
He just kind of like fringes up.
Nice.
He just like shoves.
Yeah.
And he's just like super aggressive. If he can get this right away, it's just like, yep, sweet.
Oh, yeah. Watching Gordon Ryan work from the bags. Wild.
He's a
shit.
menace.
Wild shit.
We're watching a bunch of his shit this week.
Gnarly. Like all the ways that you conduct yourself when you're playing open guard. It's like there's only a certain. It's all about trimming the fat that I've learned because I've been doing so many things for so long, but not a lot of it's efficient
Mm-hmm.
in each. You know, it is when you adapt to what's in front of you. It's nothing like it's again. It's all circumstantial.
Feel that.
Any other position?
You
You got time for one more thing if you want.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm staying in the pass, I just always am getting like fucking locked up with my legs. I feel like it's just my like posture.
So someone will defend a certain way, and you feel like your feet are stuck to the mat. You feel like, which way do I go?
I feel like I'm
without
keeping my
getting
feet like too close to their hands when I'm trying to like
Yeah,
work
yeah.
in there.
Running into a brick wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would suggest playing with doing more shin pummeling then,
Yeah.
like here.
Nice.
So let's say I try one X pass and he blocks it by coming into me, and now look, he's starting to point his
Yeah.
legs in the other direction. Switch to a grip here. Look, all I'm gonna do is just put my knee in his chest and wipe that out. You know, that's just one instance. If there's reverse De La Riva, if he recovers guard and he now has reverse De La Riva, well, I'm gonna just keep my hand in his hips, center him back up, knock it out of the way.
Okay.
So like play more of that like mid range.
Yeah. So what I would tell you to do.
So I got like short little arms. It's hard like keeping my legs farther from their body and trying to like work.
I know
their
what you mean.
shoulders.
Like we have all three of us have similar body
Yeah.
types.
A lot of the moves that we do are gonna work for you.
Yeah.
Like the basic stuff that we do. You know what I mean? Watch anybody our body type do that.
I would say slow when you start training at a league, coming in for classes. Slow your rolls down. Ask someone to flow roll your first 2 rounds, and then if they go to defend their guard, like you go reverse De La Riva again, you say, okay, I'm gonna try. You know, I know I can't cut through this. You know, I can't just blast through that. What do you do first before you go to pass the guard? You break your grip first. You shut down the second leg, and now you deal with this. Now you say, all right, what'll work? Will doing a traditional windshield wipe work for reverse De La Riva? Not really. Will lifting my leg and checking it with my knee work? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, shin on shin. Okay. If his head is here and breaking him down is going to be too hard, because look what happens when I break him down. He elevates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, like you could go to your back and elevate, go to single legs. So you know that's not possible. Take your grip on the back. All right, can I cut through this? A couple times of cutting through that doesn't work. Can I wipe this way? Yeah, but he has my leg. All right, let me try wiping this way. This seems better. It's just problem solving.
That makes sense.
And
Because
keep leading with your hips. That way is good.
I always tell people, even when they pass, especially when they knee cut when they pass. All right, they don't really have a guard. Their legs are spread out, and you have a hand on the hip. If I say to knee cut, I say lead with your hips, and I mean this, not like, you know, put your head down first and then here. When I say lead with your hips, I mean
Yeah.
your hips
split
first.
through.
But
That definitely makes sense.
as far as, you know, because you you feel like you get tangled in yourself,
Yeah.
I would say to just slow your rolls down and
Yeah.
try 2-3 different things.
Yeah, from like breakdown, like, okay, I'm in top position and there's a seated guard. It's like, okay, I'm in a seated guard, top position. It's like, what happened then? What happened then? Why did it work? Why did it work? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll just have to like grab some people and be like, yo.
Yeah.
Let me drill some guard.
Well,
pieces.
it all comes in time. And like, even if you just like have these sessions, and then you like the value of these sessions are huge because like if you go into a training session with just like a couple things to work on, add it on to what professor's teaching, do it in the roles, then you got like 2 sources to work from, and it's a lot more growth, and it's a lot better to get knowledge from different sources.
Yeah, it's
And it's your body type.
Yeah, exactly.
What works for Jeff and everybody else sometimes, you know what I mean? It's all body type.
Yeah, Jeff sure moves, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I can't get that to work.
I feel that.
So for the guard thing, definitely, it's mostly in your mind, right? Because
And you overthink it.
Yes, definitely. I'm a 100% overthinker.
don't be afraid to fuck around, and if you
Yeah.
fall on your butt, you do, because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm rolling with a bigger person and I'm doing all that shit, at some point in time they're gonna catch my leg and I'm gonna fall down. But it's just 'cause I'm trying different stuff, seeing what works.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
But now, say if you ask me, Eric, I need like a private on passing shin to shin and shutting that down, I could totally do that. And do that for every single guard, and you gotta pass every kind of guard.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're gonna do all that in a live roll while people are transitioning from different guards.
At least at this stage, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching like a Kit Dale video, and he was pretty much just like talking like he was able to kind of like progress through the chain so much because he would just go in there instead of like really being like adamant about like hitting like this and this and this. He would just kind of like go and flow roll 90% of it. He was like, I didn't do a lot of solo drills and like drilling repetitive movements because in like a live roll, like it's always going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, I just kind of would go and like feel. And like I know like, all right, well if there are arms here, and
Yeah, the tabletop thing, 4 legs, take one out, push them that way, that face and shit like that.
Yeah, just like trying to like learn more about like feeling like weight distribution.
Yeah. You can like really like get comfortable like on top and bottom, and just like not freaking out. Just like think about maintaining distance. Because like when I'm up top, if he's in on me before like I do something to him and he's already there, I mean, like he just showed before, if you don't hug that leg, boom.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be hard when he gets super tight. He's falling to his back. He's throwing single leg X up.
Yeah, it's like you're ready to like
Yeah.
get in there.
So just like be comfortable like leading, and just like being like this.
Yeah.
Because if he shoots in, you can just like kind of work. And just don't press the wrong button. You know what I mean? Oh, there's only a couple buttons you should press. It's like forward, left, you know.
Yeah.
Keenan talks about up, left, down, right. Like when you're in front, like if you're down, then you just go this way, and then you come up, and then you just come this way.
Yeah.
It's literally no moves. It's just like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's dope.
He's got that sick video on guard passing, and he's got like the 7 layers of guard retention.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's like for Rooster Weight Central.
For sure.
Yeah, I'll just have to watch that video.
He goes lasso to
3,000 more
spider
times.
to like he breaks it off. First till he with the right and then he breaks it off. Like quarter guard, half guard, breaks it off. So dope.
He's one of the bigger guys I would listen to for like guard advice, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like he just said, if you are sucked into something too deep and the shin to shin pass isn't gonna work anymore, it's just past that point, then you're gonna have to know what's coming next. And that's reading patterns too. When you know what's coming next, then you can start to shut down that next thing before he even does it. And that's just because he got something on you and he's deep in his thing doesn't mean you could still be 2 steps ahead of him.
Yeah.
Because you know what's coming
That
next.
makes sense.
So just because you got, one thing went wrong, it doesn't mean you still can't be ahead.
Kind of just gotta let it like
remember
move
that.
to the next.
Just roll
Yeah.
your ass off and then just start to read those patterns.
One dude was talking about how like he has a lot of students that'll be like, oh, like I'm having trouble like retaining my guard, and like they'll show him like what position they're talking about, and he's like, well, that's because you don't have a guard anymore. Like they've already passed your guard.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not at the point of retaining your guard. You're at the point of like getting passed.
Yeah.
So you gotta like forget playing guard and work on not being put in side control
Mm-hmm.
and like okay
Yeah, it's a switch back and forth between like what you're trying to work with.
yeah, that makes sense. Like once you've already like, if I'm already like tangled up and like on my way down, like there's no point in trying to pass the guard anymore. It's more about like
Yeah, when
Not get
people
you
are
the fuck
people are
out.
like, my guard sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it might, but we're playing guard. You're playing guard when it's too late.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna help anymore.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some people are super good at like sweeping people from like quarter guard and like turtle and shit.
I'm like Jeff. I'm in top now and again. Like, what do I do from here? Don't get there. If you're 70 pounds heavier than you, don't get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mush their face, jam them,
Yeah.
fucking get rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a problem with like being assertive.
Sometimes I catch myself, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you put energy into the wrong places, sometimes you don't get what you want.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to being small. One of the pros is nobody's gonna look at you sideways if you hurt them
Yeah.
because you're small. Like, come on, how offended can you get?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I hurt you.
I don't think anybody would admit that. Cause Jeff be like, Lucas hurt you.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
Facts.
you let talk about me.
You're like,
damn,
90-pound Lucas hurt you.
exactly. When I was like a blue belt, I was like, damn, you just like you let a child do that to you.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah. I gotta work on like not being so in here
Yeah.
and being a little more aggressive.
Mhm.
And my fucking posture.
And the best thing, one of the best things to do with this is specific rounds. Like go on your knees for a second. Like if or on one knee or on two knees. Feet. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like if we just do like a specific round with him, just like us just trying to control distance, and if he's just moving around my guard, and see like right there, I don't make a grip,
Alright.
and those are awesome little rounds to do.
And he never like fully passes. He's just like working it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So go in seated guard. Like sit on your butt and like scoot in a little bit. So like I'll move around, and you'll just like do the thing. You'll just like get an underhook, get this underhook, and then you'll like come up to that front head and like stuff like that. And like say it doesn't work, you do the other one. Yeah, exactly. And it's just rounds like moving around with like a specific goal in mind, not necessarily one or two moves.
Yeah.
Just like
Again, like not focused so much on like specific technique
yeah.
as much as like
Yeah.
flailing around.
When you roll, you can even pick which of the like 4 or 5 positions you can go in. Whether you're here, here, or here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can just like work each class from here if you want to work on 1 or 2 things.
Yeah, because I always feel like we'll be like drilling a move and like my drilling's solid. Like I'm just like I got it. Like I
Yeah.
understand the movement pattern.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. I'm always drilling with like other white belts, and it's always like either like a 0 or 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
and
never that in between.
and you're trying to hit one move and under these
Yeah.